All right. So it's Friday morning. I did not take a trade today. I didn't even look at the live chart yet. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait till the market closes. I'm probably not even gonna look, to be honest. I didn't trade because I was up on the week. This week I made $3,600 and I took out a 1K payout. So yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna go on the 4 hour. Look for any SMTs. I don't think NASDAQ failed that. NASDAQ is closer to this high. I might sweep it before he is. Here, nothing crazy. Did he sweep that low? Nope. Okay. So essentially, I'm looking. Essentially, I want shorts. What the fuck? We're just gonna skip this day. I don't know why that happened. Okay. That was so weird. Okay. I want shorts. Let me look at the 4 hour. So yeah, the NASDAQ swept the high. I'm confident that ES didn't. As I thought, ES did not sweep that high. One NASDAQ did. Right there. So I wonder if NASDAQ is now the more bearish pair right now. Okay. Wonder if ES is gonna sweep that low before NASDAQ. They're pretty much the same. So let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. NASDAQ didn't sweep it. Did ES? ES did not sweep it. No, but NASDAQ is closer to sweeping it than ES. Now NASDAQ swept the high. Did ES sweep a high? ES did not sweep a high. I wanted shorts, so we're gonna go on the 30-second chart now. It broke. Now before I say I would have taken anything, I want to look to see if we have any SMTs. NASDAQ hasn't taken out a single high. I mean, ES hasn't. They both took out the same high though, because NASDAQ didn't sweep that high yet, and they both took out this high. So I can't really say that it counts. And ES actually has more reasons to go up, so I'm surprised that ES isn't going up and NASDAQ is. So yeah, I'm not taking anything. NASDAQ sweat. ES is lower. It looks like I'm gonna be taking a long. I just want ES to sweep out that 5 minute low down here, which it did actually. Did it? ES tapped it, but we didn't sweep it. Then ES swept that low. This one. Now, yeah, so that's a good SMT. NASDAQ is higher. 30-second break. I want us to retrace in there, and I would have entered this. And wow, this is terrible though, because we're like right next to like the levels that I would target. NASDAQ failed to sweep the low. have this high, to sweep that high before going down. I need to look at ES too. I need to see what's happening on ES before I say anything. I'm not marking it as if I would have taken this trade. I'm just, if everything adds up and it makes sense to have taken it, I would say I took it. We just mark out my break even this high. Let me go on ES. Okay. So I'm either thinking that we enter now, but I'd be okay. I would enter this, but I'd be willing to take a second trade once ES sweeps that 5-minute low. I could see this potentially hitting. I'm break even. Did ES sweep the low is what I want to see. No, we didn't. ES is higher than that zone it made. Now we're gonna see break even. Okay. Break even, it's 950. I still want to see ES take out that low, and I want NasDaq to fail if I'm gonna take it long. Okay, so since I wanted them to take out that low, and NasDaq swept this high, did it? It swept that one, but ES also did, so no, never mind. Now NasDaq swept this low. ES didn't sweep out any 5-minute lows. I'm again looking for a 30-second break to the upside that I'd be willing to take. Okay, shot down. ES swept the low. ES swept. NQ swept as well. NasDaq failed to sweep that low. ES did not fail to sweep that low. News came out, which is why we swept it. Oh my gosh. Did I? 938. April swept that. I don't know. See, 30-second break to the upside. Or I think NasDaq just swept the low. Yeah, sword is dumping now. This is when I go to the 1-minute chart. I'm only looking for one type of trade right here. Okay. There's momentum, and we gotta close below that low. I just want to see something. NQ. Okay. Let's see if I'm right about that. Okay. I wouldn't have taken a trade. Yeah, no trades would have been taken. Because I wanted to see if NasDaq or ES would sweep the high. Neither pair swept it though. We're gonna remove drawings on ES and NasDaq. Look at the 4-hour. ES is much lower than NasDaq. NasDaq has been taking out highs, ES hasn't. Okay. And what am I looking for right now? I'm looking for shorts because there's relatively equal lows down here. Now I wonder if that was an SMT as well. There was an SMT. Yeah, SMT for sure. So yeah, ES is more bearish. NasDaq is more bullish. I'm assuming that NasDaq is just gonna fail to sweep lows while ES isn't. So NasDaq shoots up off the rip. So does ES. Gonna stay patient. NasDaq failed to sweep that high. Yes, swept these highs. NasDaq failed to sweep that one, but yes, NasDaq swept that one. I'm gonna stay looking. And now we swept the 5-minute lows. A reason to go up. Yes, swept that low. NasDaq didn't. I thought. And now we wait. Okay, we're gonna see if first if we get a break before we look for anything. Okay. Now hold on. That is a break. That is a break. Now before I say anything, how far down did ES go compared to the NasDaq? They both swept that low. Both swept it. Go on the 1 minute. Is there an SMT? No SMT. I'm not taking it long yet. We're gonna keep waiting. Okay, now I'm confident ES swept that low. Nope. What the fuck? There was an SMT with this high now that I think about it, where NasDaq swept it. ES didn't. Hold on. So I should have been paying attention to that, but did it even get a break? We had a break all the way here, and then we retraced over here. And my stop loss would be all the way there. I wouldn't like that. Wouldn't have taken that trade. Would have already gotten my break even. NASDAQ sweep below. No, we're gonna keep waiting. Did it get sweep below? NASDAQ is lower. Yeah, sweep that one. NASDAQ also did. Okay. Let's 10 and some kind of news came out to cause us to sweep out all those lows. Now I want to see what ES did. ES also did it. Okay, because NASDAQ failed to sweep that high. ES didn't. 30-second. Still, there wasn't a break to enter off of. So now we took out every reason to go down. We have relatively equal highs. So if we can get an SMT and a break. Let's see. Nope. Both pairs are up. NASDAQ swept. ES swept. Yeah, I don't think I would have traded that day either. Second. Yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing I could have taken. This is the only thing I potentially saw, but I probably wouldn't have taken it. Because he swept out the low before retracing. So that was like, why wouldn't I have taken it? Yeah, so I'd be done for the day. Now Thursday. Okay. Pair swept it. No pair swept blows. Okay. What am I looking for? In a forward gap. That's like the only thing I could see. Okay, so I'm looking for longs. ES filled the gap. Did he sweep any 1 minute lows? Nope. NasDaq did. NasDaq swept 1 minute lows. Did we get a break? We got a break. Okay, my break even point would probably be this high. But I'd play it like more. Yeah, I think anyway. So yeah, we already swept the break even point. It looks like we're just gonna go up, probably. Yeah. So I wouldn't have caught an entry. We would have already gotten the level. But let's see if there was a fucking, my bad, a continuation I could have taken. So yeah, continuation right there. Yes, swept the low. NasDaq did not. Going to 32nd. That was a 1 minute, by the way. Going to 32nd, we got a break, and we invalidated a fair value gap. I would have taken that right here as soon as we invalidated the chance of a fair value gap forming. Stop loss here. Break even would have been right here. And my take profit would have been right here. Targeting a 1 at 3. Let's see. Okay. Would have won a 1 at 3 that day. Yeah, that would have been free money right there. Because we invalidated the gap. Like, there was nowhere to retrace to anymore. Stop loss at the low. Since my idea is that we're gonna just not go lower, since NASDAQ isn't taking out lows while ES is. And that was that. Free trade, free bread. Basically 1 at 3. I mean, put it there. So yeah. And I wouldn't be trading Friday now because that would be at 1500 on each account since I risk 500 per trade. So we're gonna skip to Monday. Okay. No news Monday. I don't really care. So we're gonna look at the 4 hour. See if I want to see if NASDAQ and ES have an SMT with that high right now. No. ES is lower. It looks like we're in a downtrend. It looks like we're due for a retracement to the upside. So I'm gonna be looking at that. We're gonna just go. I want longs already. Let's see, because ES is lower. Stack. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. So I'm still waiting. Damn. Neither pair is sweeping the low. Did he sweep the high? Yes, he has swept the high. NasDaq didn't. He showed bearish structure. We might sweep that high though. Okay, yeah. Let's see what ES did. ES also barely swept it. ES is relatively equal lows, I think. Yeah. Okay. Now what am I thinking here? So I feel like this is gonna cause a little downward reaction. It's 9:55. I was right about the downward reaction. Okay, now it's like swept the high. Yes, swept the high. 5 minutes. NasDaq didn't sweep, or NasDaq swept it. Yeah, NasDaq swept it. Yeah. Did ES? ES also swept it. NasDaq and ES. Okay. NasDaq swept the low. ES also did though. NasDaq is lower. Okay, never mind. Back to the 5 minute. So ES swept the 5 minute high as well. NasDaq did not sweep this high. 30-second. And we just broke to the downside. Now hold on. I want to make sure I'm being right about this. This is the 755 high. Did we also sweep that? Yes, we did. This is a 730 high. Now on NasDaq, 730 is higher, 755 is higher, 755 is higher. We got a 30-second break to the downside. Do we have any potential targets to the downside though? On ES, we have relatively equal lows. We already retraced upward. We're in a downtrend. We already retraced upward. NasDaq is failing to sweep highs consistently. Got a break. Retrace to the inverse for value gap. And we invalidated a fair value gap from forming, so I would have entered right here. My break even would be, hold on. First off, I'd target this gap getting filled for my first take profit. My break even would be right here. But I'm gonna be careful and look at ES as well. Because if ES sweeps the low, then not did ES sweep it is my question. No. Okay. Did NasDaq sweep it? No. We're close, but no, did ES sweep it? Yes, okay, I'm break even on NasDaq. So I'm break even now. And this is now a take profit. Or I wouldn't say that's a take profit, but I would take profit once you enter the gap, just to be smart. Okay, I would have got break even. But now we have an SMT with this low. We've been showing upward structure the whole day. We're gonna go on a 30-second. Did we get a 30-second break? We did right here. Okay, the only problem is we need good pricing, so let's wait. Okay, now I could see that we have a wickless candle down here, and we just made the wick for it. I would want to enter right there. My idea is that we're gonna fail to sweep that low. And my break even would be right here. So we retrace now after getting stopped at break even. This would be my first take profit. And my second take profit would be today's high. And this would be my final take profit. First take profit's gonna be right here, which is a 2.63, I think. Let me see. 2.7, close enough. And my break even's the first line. Okay. Now I want to see if he has swept the high as well. If he has swept it. Oh, okay. And we're break even. That's that. I'm confident that we just kept making SMTs. Now the reason I didn't put my stop loss at the low here is because we were really close to the low that we failed to sweep. While over here, we were not. So that was kind of my idea. And my first take profit's right over there, which is 2.7, which I'm thinking we're about to sweep. Wow. Okay. So we would have got stopped at break even. That's insane. So not only is ES sweeping out more highs than NasDaq, it's also sweeping out more lows. Now, in the moment, I would exit under like somewhere here if I'm like watching it, but I probably wouldn't be on Monday after school. So I'm gonna just say I got stopped at break even. Well, actually no, because I would have had that level out to move my stop loss to break even. We would have been close enough to my first take profit. But I mean, in the moment, if you guys watch my streams, I put my take profit a little below, and I always exit right before it sweeps it because I don't want to deal with something like this happening. But let's see if that was a good break even, anyways. Like if I should have went break even. And yeah, I should have went break even at that point. It's kind of annoying though, because like I can only say that I would have taken profits there, but I can't count it right now. So yeah, that's a Monday. Wow. I spent like 10 minutes on that day. Let's see, there's some tea down here on the 4 hour. Just see some. Just what the so did not. I'm low-key getting like a headache. Then do you sweep any lows? You swept some 1 minute lows, I'm sure. Yep. NasDaq didn't. We're gonna look at the 30-second, but I have to get the times real quick. Yeah, swept it at 934. Where was NasDaq at 934? Right here. We're gonna mark out that low because he has swept the low. The low. But there are any reasons to go up. I'm not taking that shit. I'm not taking that. Yeah, definitely not taking that. First off, we never even got a retracement, but there's like nothing on target. I mean, yeah, there's a 4 hour high. I'm not targeting that. I feel like that's just hoping we shoot up on the day. what I want us to do is generate some liquidity and then make an SMT. Okay, we swept it on NasDaq. Did we on ES? Yes, we did. NasDaq swept it. NasDaq. NasDaq didn't sweep yes. Okay. NasDaq is now lower than ES. I wonder if we're just gonna continue down. Yep. What time is it? It's 9:51. They both swept the lows. I'm still being patient, waiting for something good to happen. Both pairs are like in sync, really. But yes. Nope. So it looks like NasDaq is gonna sweep the high while ES isn't. Now I want to see if he has swept it. No, he tapped it. Did he sweep it? High. Nope, they're the same. So there wasn't a sweep on ES, there was on NasDaq. We're gonna go on the 30-second. NasDaq failed. ES failed. Okay, ES swept the no, NasDaq swept the high. So did ES though. That SMT is no longer there. It's 10:03. Where's NasDaq? Now it looks like there's a reason to go up. Yeah, SMT is right there. We already showed lots of bullish structure and he made a high. So let me just get out those SMTs real quick. 56. 956 did not go lower here. 30-second on NasDaq. Now we're looking for a long on 936 candle. Did we get a break? No, we broke here though. We retraced down into that gap. Break even would have been break even would have probably been maybe sweeping this high. That would have been my break even, but I want to see if he has swept it. No. Because that is a I would just go break even there and hold till this high, since it's like all I could really see. We're like only showing that that can be the only possibility. I want to see if he has swept it. Neither pair swept it. Okay, break even. I'm now break even. We're gonna go on the 15-minute. Put that right there and go like that, and now we wait. Now one thing I could also do is go on the 1 hour. Go like this, zoom out. Let's see, was that below? Yeah, that was below my break even. The high is right there, yeah. Then never mind. 15 minute. Nope, we're holding. I want to see if he just swept the 4 hour high. No, not even close. And we've touched it, it looks like. Yeah. Let's just wait for it to go through it though. Okay, that's a 1 of 5. So yeah, that would have been that. It's Tuesday, so we're already up. Like, if I'm risking 500 per trade, it'd be up 2,500 on the week per account. So 5K, you know. I mean, yeah, like I know I said that I wouldn't have taken that long, but like we only showed like bullish structure. Like, we were only giving bullish signs. We weren't getting SMTs for bearish structure. If we were, they wouldn't hold. Both pairs were bullish. NasDaq was closer to the high than ES, so it was pretty free. Yeah, ES hit the gap though, so for me, my idea could have just been, oh, NasDaq sweeps it, ES fills the gap. That's that. And yeah, damn, I've been going. This is another 10-minute back testing day. At 9 o'clock, I'm hopping off the charts because I mean, time is moving really fast right now. Okay, PPI. Now, honestly, I still don't know if I'm gonna be trading on PPI days with this uh model because I just changed the model to this because it's like way better. It's way more discretionary than just entering off of liquidity sweep breaks, like a 5 minute sweep and then a break, and just targeting that. It's way more like discretionary because I could really believe prices are gonna go down, but we have like 1 minute relatively go highs, and now I'm not allowed to short. I just feel like that's really stupid the way I was trading with this, so that I don't get unconfident about taking a short when there's relatively equal highs. I wait for an SMT. So I wait for one pair to maybe sweep those highs or one pair to show that it's more bearish than the other. And that kind of gives me an idea that we're about to start going down, which makes me more confident in taking a short despite the pair I'm trading having relatively equal highs. That's really my idea. And I love trading like this. Like I get to go break even. It's safer. Plus we have an SMT right there. I know I'm really good at noticing things. I'm really smart, so I might as well trade a strategy where I could use that SMT there too. What the hell? So NASDAQ is sweeping highs, yes, isn't it? So let's see how we perform going into this trading day. Yes, with the high, we're probably just gonna keep going up. Going to the 1 minute. Did yes, sweep it? Yes. Okay, NASDAQ didn't. We're going on the 30-second. Okay, NASDAQ swept it. We're gonna go on the 5 minute. No, 1 minute. My dog needs to shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my gosh. Okay, SMT. NASDAQ swept lows. ES didn't. 30-second chart. Oh my gosh, never mind. We're not taking that. Did ES sweep the high? ES swept it. NasDaq didn't. Now I want to zoom out real quick and just see where we are. So NasDaq swept out essentially more than ES because NasDaq swept out with 620 high. Yeah, we went higher than 620 high. Oh my gosh, bro, my dog. I don't know if y'all could hear it or heard it. And then now we have an SMT though at this one. Definitely giving bearish structure. Wow. Of course we wake it out. What I could do is look at the 1 minute too. Yeah, we're not taking the 1 minute break either. Where's ES? ES swept that low too. Wow. But NASDAQ didn't. And we're getting a break. No, we're not. Okay, we broke to the downside. SMT after SMT. You guys could see those SMTs. And now we wait for retracement. Hold on, guys. How do I mute this? Okay, mic audio. Uh, Okay, I'm back until my dad calls me again. So we're just gonna see this. So I think there was an SMT, right? Saying there's SMT somewhere. Okay, yeah. So SMT, was there a 30-second break? No. When they broke over here, the SMT hadn't formed yet. Then ES swept the high. We had the break here. NasDaq failed. Hmm. We already took out a good level to go break even at. Yeah, no. Low swept. Yes, did not sweep it. Did we break? We broke, but failed to sweep break even. We retraced. Fill in the gap. Break evens are relatively high. But then ES swept it, so I would have been break even. So yeah. So far there's nothing. And did we make an SMT there? No. No. Okay, we're still looking. Keep on going. And now, did ES sweep the low? Yes. No. Okay. ES swept the low. 40. 940. ES swept it. NasDaq didn't. We have lots of draws to the upside. Still haven't made. Okay, we broke. We broke. That was pretty good. ES is still lower, so it looks like there's no chance of an SMT happening. Now we're either gonna make a gap and retrace into it, or we're gonna invalidate one from forming, but we made a gap, retraced into it. Stop loss here. We're not close enough to that one. Take profit. This is gonna actually be all the way up here. But break even will be there. But we will be taking profits as early as possible. Since my take profit is so far, we're gonna put our stop loss right here. It's close enough, and our idea is that we're not gonna sweep that low. So yeah, let's see. Okay, we swept the low. That would have been a losing day. Now I think I'm up on the week though. Yeah, cause am I? Hold 1 hour. Yesterday we swept that 4 hour high. Yeah, so I'm up still on the week at 105. But now I lost the trade, so 104. It was a Tuesday. It's like 104. So no matter what, I'm not trading Friday. And this is honestly just gonna be the last week that I look at. Because my brain is like not braining right now. I feel like I could hop on later tonight. Give you guys some more efficient back testing. Anyway, so we're failing on ES. Are you failing on NasDaq? No, we're not. ES is more bearish. We have relatively equal highs though. NasDaq's more bullish. It's likely that NasDaq is failing to sweep lows while ES isn't. Okay, let's see. ES swept. NasDaq swept. Okay. NasDaq is lower to sweep that 1 minute low. CS, it's higher. 30-second, we're already more than 5 minutes in. Now we swept the high. ES is high too. We go on the 1 minute. Okay, NasDaq. My hand, I just realized my hand like covers my face when I do that. So ES swept the high. Did NasDaq? No, we did not. 30-second. Did NasDaq break is my question. Yes, NasDaq broke. Okay, but NasDaq swept 912. Yes, 912. 908 swept. The NasDaq sweep 912. No, NasDaq failed to sweep 912. Yes, didn't. Okay, we got a 30-second break. Now, there's no fair, there is a fair value gap actually, and there's a wickless candle. And our break-even point would be this gap getting touched. I say touched and not filled. And our take profit would be there. The reason I say touched and not filled is because if we're bullish, we're probably not gonna fill it. So yeah, that's break even. We didn't even get an entry. So yeah, I wouldn't be taking that, and I want to see if he gets swept lows. Still hasn't. Well, NasDaq hasn't either. So like, if I didn't go break, if I wouldn't have made that my break even, let's see if this trade would have won. So I would be enter if I said, oh, break even is when we fill it. I'm saying now though, in real life, I wouldn't have entered because that's my break even as soon as we touched it. But anyways, let's see if that was a good idea. Maybe we're gonna just go down and respect this higher. 1 minute. As you can see, that was a good break even. Now what I want to see is when he hit that gap, did ES take out the low? No. Okay. There was nothing there. Nothing I could take. Is there any continuation? SMTs? Not really. NasDaq swept highs, ES didn't. But we swept the highs that ES had already swept. Alright guys, I'll be back. All right, we're back. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Okay, so it's 9:54. Now we have where ES didn't sweep the high, NasDaq did. We swept more highs. So now let's see what happens on the 30-second charts. We're gonna go to the 5 minute from here. NasDaq is higher, it looks like. Yeah, ES swept that high. NasDaq also swept it though. It's 9:58. I want to see if we're getting any continuation. No, not it. Yes, Nasdaq. No. Okay, Nasdaq didn't sweep that low, but yes, did. We're in a gap. Are we in a gap? Oh, hold on. We just filled a 5 minute. Nasdaq didn't sweep the low. 30-second break incoming. Okay, but we look way more bearish than bullish now. No trade. So I would have taken 2 trades this week. Yeah, no trade. I do want to see though. Even though I wouldn't trade, I do want to see Nasdaq swept the high. Yes, didn't. We're going low. I want to see if we break to the downside here. We did. Damn, so it didn't happen my session, but we did get a clean model. Oh well, it would have hit break even before I got my entry, which would have been that gap getting hit. Never hit it. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this stream 9 minutes early. This would have on Wednesday. Okay, I just remembered. So Wednesday I would have lost, and that was a PPI day. So I think I'm gonna stick to not trading PPI days. Because whenever I backtest PPI, I don't know why, this PPI days, there's something up with it. PPI days, I'm gonna be looking at No News Tuesdays. I do see some crazy good moves happening on No News Tuesdays. It's not for my old way of trading. I wonder if I feel like with this new way of trading, No News Tuesdays are gonna be good. And I feel like on Mondays, I could still trade no news Mondays. I just have to be more careful. So yeah, I'm gonna keep back testing. I'm thinking I'm gonna hop on later tonight, maybe around 5 or 6, maybe. But yeah, so let's just see this. So today we broke a record. We had 2 viewers at one point. That's fire. Go on my live. Okay. Now before anything, I just want to say, so I've officially taken out 3 payouts to end off my year. So in November and December, I got 3 payouts. It's crazy to me because I work a cruise ship job, and down there, I'm probably getting like, I think since June, been working since June, late June. And from that job, I've probably made like 4.5. In 2 months from trading, I made 3. So it's pretty cool. I earned it. I worked hard. I'm continuing to work hard. I'm continuing to just stay great, stay big. I know I'm good at this. I know I have the skill. I developed the skill. I developed emotional control through lots of losses. I lost thousands, and now I'm making thousands and soon millions and billions. And another thing that now trying to take it serious is this YouTube channel. I want to develop it around trading. Now, I don't want it to be just trading, but what I want to do is I want to have traders like I want to inspire everybody to like do something big. I want to inspire everybody to find their purpose. Let me show my face. And to like love themselves because without self-love, you aren't going to do shit with your life. Realistically, you're going to be either a slave to someone else or a slave to the just the regular ways of living. You're never going to be truly happy. Now, I believe that I'm the greatest. I believe that I can inspire millions of people to also think the way that I think. And I think that millions of people, I think everybody should think the way I think. Obviously, that's not gonna happen, but like, I want to inspire traders who feel lost, who are in those first year, 2 years, even 3 years, even first month, when you feel like stuck, like this thing's not gonna work. I promise you, if you like, I literally remember looking at a chart and losing every trade and not knowing what I'm doing. I would think, oh, we're moving fast up. We're just probably gonna keep going up, and then we'd reverse on me. And I didn't know what a trading session was. I was just trading Forex 24/7. I didn't even know the difference between Forex and futures and indices. I don't even know yet. I still don't know the difference between indices, futures, all those the options. All I know is I have the skill to make a lot of money doing this. All I know is I have the skill to be the greatest. I know that I am the greatest. And like, I just want to inspire other people to also become great. My brain is fried right now, so I'm going in circles, but like, if it ever feels like you're lost and like you don't know what you're doing when it comes to trading, I promise you, if you just watch the right videos and you genuinely are on these charts as long as you can until you just know all you have to do, the first step to understanding the market is what I would do is look at fair value gaps, to be honest. Search up what's a fair value gap. I would probably watch TGR's video. Watch his boot camp and just work on recognizing all these things. Just literally go on FX replay. Spend 30 but oh my gosh. Spend 35 bucks a month, but that's it if you're just starting out. And literally just skip through time. Like the 24-hour session, but if you're not gonna get that with futures, you just make it your goal to find for value gaps and see what happens when it gets hit. See how fast, see how long how small for value gaps get reacted to than big ones. Things like that. Look for every single detail, the speed of it. Go on the 1 second and hit that thing as quick as you can to see how fast. Get as detailed as you can, and I want you to like glue your eyes to the screen for hours. Go on live. Have the live chart open while you're doing that. You could have it delayed a little bit. It's fine because you're not placing trades yet. But just do that. Do like mark out, oh, I would take this trade and see how it is and write everything down. Write down every detail. And at first, you're gonna be like a robot. Everything's perfect. There's all these confluences that align. Why aren't these trades winning? And then you lose and you realize, oh, but then there's also this and that. And you kind of get idea and you find out what's more powerful and you realize that, oh, the higher time frame 4 hour gaps are going to be more powerful than a 5 minute gap. But then I don't know if that 4 hour gap is going to get respected or if it's going to get filled or if we're just going to run through it and inverse it and then continue going up. there's reason, and you have to find out every detail, and it takes time. It takes years of work. It takes thousands of hours. I put in thousands of hours. I'm even after I started making money, I'm still putting in at least an hour a day into my chart analysis just from backtesting. I'm putting in an hour in the morning, so that's 2 hours a day. So let's just say it's both months for 30 days. 60 times 2. So in just 2 months, I put in 120, and this is me just practicing. This is me just doing the same thing I do live. I'm not trying to learn anything anymore. I'm just trying to like build the muscle memory, build the discretion, the conviction, and just get the markets on the back of my head. Because I already, when I'm on the chart, I perform well. So now I'm just keeping that skill. I'm not taking too much time off. So now I've done it. I mean, I was putting in 5 hours a day during the summer. I was putting in tons of hours last year. I just this year alone, I probably got like 2,000 hours into the chart because I was at least putting in 300 a month starting the year. Last year, even more. I was putting in 5 hours a day, like consistently, and the whole day I was on the chart. That's crazy to me. So I probably put in like over 5,000, 10,000 hours maybe into this. Probably more because I've been doing this since I was 15. And like, I didn't even know what chart analysis was to like, it's crazy. But anyways, it's 9 o'clock. I do have to go. My bad for yapping, but I promise you, if you really put in the work, I already know most people won't, but if you really do, it will go your way. It will work out. So keep going, keep trying. It's gonna go your way if you keep trying. I heard this quote where if you really want it, you're gonna get it. Like that's really it. If you really want it, you're gonna get it. So, and what would you do if you wanted? You'd go all out. You'd go all into this. It's the same. Like just do that. Just go all in. Put in all your time, all your effort, all your energy into this skill, and I promise you, you will prosper in life. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys can learn, and like for credibility, I wouldn't. Maybe I don't have enough yet because I only got 3 payouts, but I know 99% of people that like do these courses and stuff. A lot of them don't even have a payout. But though, anyways, so like th- this whole point is like I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go, guys. I'm tired. I want to eat something, go to the gym, get my day in, maybe go for a walk later. But yeah, so I'll catch y'all, and I'm gonna do my best to stream tonight. Have a good